I don't know. I don't know if this is just a Janet thing or maybe you feel the same way. I really don't know. There are certain things in life that I consider really thoughtless and wasteful as an activity that people do many times throughout the years. And I just don't get it. I'll talk about this right back in a minute. Hopefully, my opening will work. So be patient. Hang on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan. Welcome to another episode on the Save Money and More with Jan channel. How you doing today? Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate everybody's time. Hope that everybody's doing well. Again, thank you for being here. I am really baffled to this day because I look back at my own childhood, okay? Now, I come from okay, I have five siblings, all together, five of us all together, including yours truly. And I remember, for example, looking back, grassroots thing, I remember like my mother had a container of orange juice and it lasted an entire week in the refrigerator. Because back in the day, okay, we had, I don't know if you remember these things called orange juice glasses. Now, I don't even know if they still exist. I'm just saying. An orange juice glass was a very small glass and it was only used at breakfast time. So what I find baffling today, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just thinking about orange juice is on the expensive side. So if I have it, I kind of water it down to let it stretch. Okay. And there is such a thing as portion control. Now here's what I consider thoughtless and wasteful. Now I rarely, and I mean Rarely, ever go to a fast food restaurant. However, I have heard stories from friends and family that baffle them. Why do people order the gazillion ounce drinks for kids? I mean, the tall. I mean, I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know. Are they splitting it with a family member? Maybe. I don't know that. But if I was to see somebody buy a huge like 20 something ounce drink for a young kid, do people really think the kid is going to finish all of it? What 9 out of 10? My prediction. Now, I'm not there. Can't prove it. But just using the brain God gave me and a little bit of common sense logic, I would imagine that that's going to get poured down the drain, thrown out, gone, wasteful. Not good. Not good. And what kind of, in my opinion, again, opinion, and what kind of a message do we deliver to younger folks with this? That it's okay to be wasteful, that I'm always going to have the biggest, best all the time. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with aspiring to the big thing. I don't know. Maybe because I came from a large family and we learned how to share and make the very most of what we had. Is there anybody out there that tends to agree with this? All right. Now, on a practical level at home, a lot of people complain, oh, I can't afford these groceries. I'm not saying the grocery prices didn't go up. I agree with that. Okay. So what we could do, we have to maximize and we have to stretch out the stuff that we have. Pouring half a gallons of junky drinks down the drain because they weren't used. It's a waste. It's a waste. That's all I could say. And yes, it's thoughtless to me and it's baffling. And that is not what some people call, quote, a poverty mindset. This is not about poverty. This is about practical. This is about what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Okay. So little ones below this, age 8 or 7, in my honest, do not need a 20-ounce drink. But that is just me. You see, we live in such a wasteful society, in my opinion. We live in such a disposable society too. Have no problem throwing things out. You know what I might consider, or an average person here might consider, well, maybe we should, throw it away. Although I avoid food waste like the plague. You know me by now. For those who were new here, trust me, I dislike food waste hugely. I don't like it at all. But some people, what others considered, it's time to let it go. Maybe somebody else's Thanksgiving Day feast. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. This is why, like, when these baffling situations come up, all right, for example, ordering, here's what people, in my opinion, waste a lot of money at the grocery store. Uh, ordering big, big, big things, making big, big, big servings of things, and not right away preparing them to be saved, to be stored, so it has lasting power, not to go to waste. It breaks my heart when I see people make large, large portions of food, forget about it, leave it on their stove so many hours that a person can end up, getting sick from, you can't leave food out that needs to be refrigerated. You can't leave food out very long, especially now that it's warm out. That's when the bacteria multiplies. It's not safe. So you have to observe, we have to observe food safety. So here, these are the little insidious ways that fall through the cracks where people end up losing money, making a lot of food, not properly storing it the right way. And then ultimately they have to get rid of it. So then ultimately they threw away a lot of money. It's literally like taking that item, okay, and walking over to the garbage can saying, "Buy food, I don't need you." That is absolutely, in my opinion, horrible, 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 horrible. So I strongly suggest that we right away pack and freeze what we're not going to use. Like, don't even wait. Don't even wait. Just do it right away. Then whatever you're going to use it like immediately. See where I'm going with that? That to me is just the most logical thing to do. Okay. Another thing that people tend to do, all of us, we've all been there and done that. We see what we perceive as a great sale. Oh man, it sounds so good on paper. It looks so cute on the little tag or the little sign at the grocery store or on the flyer or online. Sale for an item that you kind of like. You don't really love it. You kind of like it. Has that ever happened to you? You think if you try it again, you might like it? All right, maybe it works. Sometimes it does. Many times it doesn't. For me, just talk about myself in that instant. So I personally have learned that if I'm so about a certain food item, even if it says sale, if I'm on the fence about it, the fact that I'm on the fence about it is like a reminder to me, Jan, you really didn't care for it the last time. What makes you think you're going to like it this time? Of course, it's on sale. No. Oh, if I'm not enjoying it, even if the item is on sale, then that's, it's not fun. So for me, that's wasteful. If people sit down and examine their weekly or bi-weekly grocery bill, whatever the method is as far as how many times you go to grocery store, if people observe their grocery bill, I guarantee you, if people took an extra few minutes, they could knock at least $10 to $20 off their bill and still get adequate and still enough for a little extra value from their bill. Just have to take that minute. Ask yourself, do I really like this item? Not just need this item. Do I really like this item? Oh, it's on sale. So what? It might be on sale, but you don't care for the item. So in my honest, that's an item right away. I would just mark off. I would scratch it off. Scratch it off the list. Do you prepare a list? Some people say, I don't need a list. I know everything I need when I get there. To be honest with you, maybe that does work for some people, but not for this person. I prefer a list because I look at it this way. I could always add to if I really want to. I could always add to. But honestly, I have a system which I'm kind of like, I like to keep my weekly grocery bill for about $50 a week. I don't like to exceed $200 a month on groceries for me. And by the way, for people who want to know, I'm not just referring food. I'm referring other kinds of non-edible items that one needs at the grocery store. So I'm including a lot there, but I'm pretty careful because I stay away from single serve items. I make my own single serve items. But buying excessive stuff for situations where it's not used or needed, not putting away or saving food when it should be, is just inherently wrong and is wasteful. But don't forget to do the following. And of course, the bird clock is going off. Thanks so much for your time, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And it is so important for you to help out the channel by clicking subscribe and liking. Press that like button. That like button goes far. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this closing song works. Hang on. By getting your family involved in saving money, that could be really, really helpful. Just imagine if you save, your partner saves, husband, wife, whatever, children save, everybody saves all together. Yes, yes, and yes. Hey, listen, I always believe in good exponential value. Have a great day, everybody. Take good care of yourself and your wonderful family.